Namaste. Thanks for joining Elnaz Yoga 360. So in today's video, I wanted to show you a couple of yoga poses which helps you strengthen your core muscles and also tone up your body muscles. As you know, core is very important, and having a strong core can be a good foundation for many other yoga poses. And a lot of us think that yoga is only for stretch. However, we can strengthen the core muscles through yoga. So when you're ready, just get on your mat and we'll start together. And let's come to your tabletop. So the first pose that I want to work with you is forearm plank, which basically you can come on your forearms, place your forearms on the floor. And when you're ready, very gently come on your bellies on your mat. And make sure that your forearms are parallel to each other and your elbows are underneath your shoulders. And when you're ready, you can actually curl your toes under and lift your hips up, coming to your forearm plank. So this is a great pose to strengthen your core. And I would say that maybe we can start by only 3 sets of 10 seconds. And gradually, as you're doing this practice, you can increase the seconds to maybe 15 and then 20 and 30 seconds. So after the 10 seconds, we're gonna come down and just take a break. Don't forget your breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. And let's lower yourself down. So breathe in and breathe out. And we will do this 2 more times, as basically to make it as a set of 3. So again, when you're ready, curl your toes under and lift your hips up. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, I'm checking the time, starting with your 10 seconds. And if this was too much even, I would say maybe start with 5 seconds. And when you're ready, let's lower yourself down. When you come down, this pose is called the Sphinx Pose. You're pressing your forearms firmly to the floor, open your chest forward, and at the same time keep your legs engaged. So they're not just there, they're engaged. And collarbones wide to the top of the mat. And now let's do this again, the last round. Curl your toes under and lift your hips up for the last set of 10. Breathe in and breathe out. And be aware of your breathing. And try to keep your hip, the same level as your head. You don't want to keep it lower. You don't want to keep it so much high. Preferably same level as your head. And when you're ready, you're just going to lower your hips down, coming to your Sphinx Pose. Breathe in and breathe out. And from here, let's come back to your tabletop. Gently coming to your tabletop. From your tabletop, let's transition to your downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. Push the upper thighs to the back of the room. Coming to your first down dog. Start to pedal your feet. Breathe in and breathe out. And very gently walk your feet forward, coming to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale back to your Uttanasana, which is a forward fold. And root down and rise up. Reach your arms toward the sky. Inhale here, exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Now the second part of the core pose, which I wanted to show you, is Utkatasana, chair pose, which is in another language they call it fierce pose. Strengthener in terms of like glutes, abs, and also the core muscle. So you're gonna sit down like as if you were sitting on a chair, bending your knees and very gently reaching your arms up and above. Shift your weight to your heels. As you can see, like I can even lift my toes up. Inner thighs are spinning toward the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. And try to open your chest forward. Pull the lower belly in. And again, 3 sets, same thing we're doing with the Utkatasana. Push to the feet, coming back up. Take a break. So we're going to do this again, 3 sets of maybe 10 seconds. And again, as you gradually get stronger, you can actually make this longer. You can stay there maybe for, instead of 10, 20 or 30. So again, let's sit back to your chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Be aware of your Ujjayi breathing. And push to the feet and rise up. So just a side note, Ujjayi breathing, it's the breathing technique that it's inhale and exhale, both are happening in and out of your nose. And when you inhale, the air goes at the bottom of your throat and it gets constricted. And when it comes out, you kind of hear the sound, a little bit of humming sound. It's like this. And you hear the sound of your breathing. It has a warm quality. So let's sit back the third round. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees. Shift your weight to your heels. Breathe in and breathe out. So in my Vinyasa classes, I actually incorporate these poses in different parts of the class. And that's why the body really gets worked out. And the core muscles start to build. Let's push to the feet and rise up. Lower your arms. Now, the other pose that I want to show you is that you're coming to warrior one. So you're going to step your right foot back, bending your front knee, coming to warrior one. And preferably we want to keep the hip square to the front. Reach your arms up. And from here, we're going to do another transition to something we call warrior three. And we do this dynamically. Bring your hands to your heart. Very gently start to shift your weight to the left foot, and then very gently, you might be able to lift your back leg up. So when you lift your back leg up, you're using your core to bring it up. I would say stay here, and if you're losing your balance, you can use your hands on yoga blocks, or even on the floor, or even anything else like a chair. Just use it. That's completely fine, but you're still using the core. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, bend your front knee, sitting back. Let's come to the top of the mat. Let's do it on the left side. Step your left foot back, coming to warrior one. Reach your arms up. Let's find your balance here. Push the right hip to the back of the room. Keep your knee above your front heel. Breathe in and breathe out. Now bring your hands to your heart. Very gently start to shift your weight to your right foot and lift your back foot up. And again, I would say this is completely normal if you use your hands on a prop or in a chair as some sort of a, prop. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's bend your front knee, sit back to your warrior one, coming up to the top of the mat. Let's do this again. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Warrior one, bring your hands to your heart. Let's switch to your warrior three. Actually, let's do this slowly to keep your balance. Breathe in and breathe out. And it doesn't need to you don't need to straighten your standing leg. It's better to just straighten your lifted leg if possible. Sitting back, reach your arms up, coming forward. And again, sitting back with your left side. Bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Sitting back, reach your arms up, coming forward. Let's do this one more round. Step back with your right foot, bring your hands to your heart. And again, leaning forward to your warrior three. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, sitting back, reach your arms up, step forward, sit back to your warrior one, bring your hands to your heart, and again lean forward, lift your back leg up, breathe in and breathe out. And let's sit back, reach your arms up, and coming back to your standing leg. Great job. And then from here, let's very gently sit back on your mat. So just make the transition in any form that you like or you feel comfortable. Just sit on your mat. And from here, we're going to do something called Navasana or boat pose. And this is definitely a core strengthener. So when you're ready, just keep your feet in front of you, place your hands on the back of your legs, open your chest forward, roll the shoulders back, and when you're ready, let's lift your legs up. You don't need to straighten your legs, and then open your arms. The harder part here is that we want to, if you start to round your back, it's becoming easier. So you want to open your chest and preferably keep your back, flat if possible. So stay here again for, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Again, doing that ujjayi breathing. And after that, just come to the seated position. Let's take a quick break. We're going to do this 2 more sets. And I want to just, remind you again that you don't need to stay long there. If you feel like, even if you can do it only for 2 breaths, just do it for 2 breaths and you keep doing it. So if you do this, couple of the sequence that I just showed you every day, which is only, I guess, like 5 to 10 minute sequence, you will gradually building up this strength on the back and on the front side of the core, and you will see the effect within, less than 2 weeks. So again, place your feet in front. When you're ready, open your chest, lift your legs, open your arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Last 2 deep breaths. And coming to the seated position. We're going to do this for 1 more set. Breathe in and breathe out. If you come to the seated and you want to get a stretch, you can always walk your hands forward in between each set and get a little bit of stretch on the back on your back, from the seat bones to the crown. Breathe in and breathe out. Now walk your hands back. And again, open your chest forward, lift your legs, open your arms, breathe in and breathe out. Be aware of your ujjayi breathing. You might be able to stay longer, and you're welcome to stay longer. And eventually coming to the seated position. Definitely for the last set, like you want to, stretch your back and walk your hands forward. Breathe in and breathe out. And gently walking your hands back and coming to the seated position. So this short video is over, and again, there are so many other poses that I can definitely make video of to show that, basically to strengthen the core. Please put comments for me, and if you want to know more about like any pose or any area of your body, just put it in the comments and I'll try to make a video for you. And stay tuned for my next video coming up. Namaste.